Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to the first ever tanking review on Syndicate Blitz. It's Meat on Wheels here, and today we are going to be covering the E100, the pinnacle of the German heavy tank line. I've noticed a lot of players do not know how to play this tank. It is not your conventional heavy, and let me get right into that. So basically, what does the E100 have that makes it unique? It doesn't have this stupid armor that the boss has, but the armor on this is still completely respectable based on the sheer thickness of it. 200 millimeters in the front. With your 4% extra armor, you're looking at 208 millimeters of angled front effective armor. Okay, the lower plate is your only weak point, and it is not that weak, especially to mediums or anything lower than that. Mediums and lights will have trouble penning you if you're angled. Sides, 120 millimeters. Still, you're looking at near 125 millimeters of side armor. Extremely effective. The rear is also angled with 150 millimeters of straight armor as well. What makes the E100 unique is that it is not angled armor that makes this tank strong. It is the sheer thickness of it that makes this tank absolutely amazing. This is my favorite Tier 10 heavy. I pushed up to 4,996 points in ratings in this vehicle. And of course, now you're looking at me like at 3,100 and you're wondering what happened. Well, yeah, I am too, but don't ask about those calibration battles. Those absolutely tore me apart. I threw my phone. But anyways, let's get into what makes this tank unique. Okay, we saw the armor, the sheer thickness of it, which makes it kind of separate from all other countries or nations' tanks at Tier 10 as far as heavies go. Russians are angled. The French really don't have a Tier 10 heavy that's armored. Americans rely on roundness, and then you look at, there is no Chinese heavy or Japanese heavy, so that's fine. But, oh yeah, the British heavy, forgot about that. Strong turret, basically a medium tank, but we're not going to get into that. Okay, so, this is it right here. This is what makes a tank. The 15 centimeter KWK L38. This gun is the same caliber as the Grill 15. This 15 centimeter gun is an absolute monster. This is what makes the tank. Okay, when you roll up to someone and you roll like 756 or getting close to 800, people just don't want to mess with that kind of alpha. Especially when you high roll, you can really clear medium tanks, heavy tanks very easily. And if you have to, you can hit point trains with TDs, which we know how bad that is, especially with the HE on this thing. So we're going to go look at the HE real quick. The high explosive on this has 98 millimeters of pen. I run calibrated shells on this vehicle. This is my loadout. I definitely prefer the traverse boost so you can wiggle and track catch rounds. All of this stuff definitely go for vitality, then everything you can to increase your aim time. The gun is actually relatively accurate at close range, especially when you're on the move. The gun has no problem snapshotting. The turret's a little bit slow, but that's okay. You don't have to worry about that. The DPM's not outstanding, but you don't play it as a DPM tank. It absorbs damage, it side scrapes, you use other people's tanks as cover, and when you get close to people and you wiggle a tiny bit, it is extremely difficult to get a good angle on this thing. So, here's what we're going to do. First things first, we're going to go over a couple more things with this tank, what makes it strong, what makes it weak, and then I'm going to get you some gameplay. So things to watch out for. Giving people your straight lower plate. Anyone can go through that. Heavies especially, any low profile tank will not have a problem with that. Okay, always angle up. I recommend giving it a little bit of a heavier angle towards your side just because your side armor is very trollish. But wiggling it back and forth between this right here can give people a lot of problems. The turret, front, anything with the big TD gun is going to be able to go through your cheeks, okay? I would always keep it about this angle right here. You'll see me do it in some gameplay, but always angle up the turret. And I'm not the best when it comes to angling the turret. I tend to just angle it a tiny bit and wiggle back and forth with my hold to create it. But I know a lot of people, a lot of you guys who aren't very comfortable swinging your tank around are going to want to give it a pretty heavy angle. But here's the thing. If the tank is shooting heat, they're going to be able to go to the side really easy. It kind of negates angle. So you're going to want to make it a little bit heavier this way. But as long as you kind of wiggle it back and forth between this area, it's hard to pen. When you're going hold down, beware. People can shoot this little bar on top to go through. I actually have a hard time doing it, but I know some people, especially some medium drivers who are very good shots, will be able to go through that. Okay, so that's kind of the weak points of the tank. Strong points, when you roll, we already covered this a little bit. When you roll 800, people just, it just destroys people's hit point pools. You can 2-shot, 3-shot with HE occasionally. You can just absolutely wreck people's days. The gun does tons of damage to modules, etc., and I think it's just an absolute animal of a gun. What else makes this thing really good? When you ram people, you track them. It's like you can track people, like mediums especially. You back up into them, you can track them and pin them. Occasionally, when they get real close to you, you're gonna have a problem getting your gun on them. But other than that, this tank's pretty good. The turret reverse is slow. If you get surrounded, you're gonna have a problem. Okay, learn to side scrape. We're gonna show you some of that in the video, and I'm gonna give you some commentary. Without that, that's enough about the tank, and we are going to go into how to play heavies, especially at tier 10. Right now, you cannot play these things very aggressively because there's so many tank destroyers out there. They will just start destroying you because, I mean, 2-3 shots from some of these bigger tank destroyers and your hit point pool is gone. I would recommend never trading hit points in this tank because when it comes down to it, you can do a 1v4 pretty easily with the high alpha of your gun as long as you have the hit points to do it. You just have to save hit points, poke out, take shots when you can. Yeah, take your time a little bit when aiming the gun. It can be a little bit trollish, but typically this gun behaves better for me than the IS-7 gun does. So, right now, we're going to go give you some gameplay. We're going to go a little bit into analyzing. And if you pay attention to what I'm doing in these tier 10 games, you're going to notice some things that are really going to help you improve your win rate. First things first, whenever you see platoon, look at the clan. Do you recognize the clan tags? Actually, I do not. IS-7 FV platoon, very potent. You know for sure that these guys are going to be pretty aggressive. Alright, so here's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to go A. Yes, he's going to go A as well. I'm going to tell him to spot B, because spotting B on this map is essential. Maybe. Spot B. There you go. Okay. He's spotting B for me. Okay, FPS is okay right now. It's dropping a little bit. I've had some problems with the dorm Wi-Fi here at Texas Tech. That or someone's texting me, and we'll find out here in about 3 seconds. Why is this lagging like this? I had no problems with this last time we played. FPS has dropped to 14, guys. I've stopped moving my tank. We are going to see what's going on with this. Okay, FPS is back a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. I really wish I could tell you what's causing that. I have it set to Do Not Disturb. Great. Yeah, I knew I was going to take a shot there. I couldn't even tell where I was at, so you can hardly blame me. Ping is great. We're looking at my ping. My ping's running great. I don't know what's causing the FPS drop, whether it's the voice recording or I'm getting text messages or something like that. I have it set to Do Not Disturb. Hopefully get a shot here. Wonderful. Straight over his head. Okay, FPS is back to normal now, which is good. Okay, notice how even though I have a great armor profile, I'm keeping that front angled and I'm not showing my turret. We have an AMX autoloader on the side. I'm going to see if I can get that FV. I know he's going to pop again. 268 is coming around this corner. Okay, always stay moving in this thing. Gets you a lot more bounces. Okay, there's that FV I was waiting for. He pushed up pretty hard. He has a high profile, so I might be able to get a shot in there. 621. Okay, I didn't even stick around to take that shot. Okay, we're getting pushed up on this side, so I'm going to drop a reload boost just in case this 268 decides to pop out while I'm pushing. And we are going to go FV just shot. FG just shot, which is good. Stop, kill him. Okay. Hey, keep that turret angled. Don't point it directly at him. He can pen that lower plate pretty easy right there. So I'm going to start side scraping since I don't have the DPM advantage here. And then once up, 268, he goes straight through as well. We're going to go straight into the IS-7 here. Track. We didn't want to waste a repair kit there in case the ammo got hit. He actually can go through this tank pretty easy. So we got to be really careful with him. He can roll high. Oh, this is going to be tough. Okay, I'm going to push forward. Try and get rid of the IS-7. Oh, low rolled on him. We're going to use him as cover, hopefully. Angle the turret up, angle the turret. Hopefully get a bounce out of this. Okay, we're going to stay moving. Use the IS-7 as cover. Okay, he moved. Get a shot in. Good. Alright, so we weren't going to be able to clear that IS-7. Optimally, I would have gotten rid of the 268 before the IS-7. But with auto aim, you got to be real careful about that. Wow, CJ. We switched just in time to watch him aim. Watch, don't... What are you aiming at, man? By the way, E100, by the way. Yeah, that's an E100 and you are not shooting him. Thank you. Okay. You suck really bad. Oh, wonderful. Thanks, guys. Yeah, apparently I suck really bad. Our IS-8 Alphabet 1 is giving me shit. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that on stream. Sorry about that. But yeah, this is a not bad gameplay. I didn't drop huge numbers, but this should be a win. No, this is not going to be a win. CJ managed to sneak through there. The IS-7 just shot, and with the grill and the Leopard, we might be able to. Okay, well, that's unfortunate for that dude. This gun is really accurate on this FV, so you cannot be aggressive against him because he is going to go straight in consistently. The best bet is to try and take a shot. He's right there. He's right there. B. Okay, grill's dead. Not good. That thing's reload is insane. This one's gonna be tough. It's going to be a tough game. Oh, and by the way, guys, yeah, he should have pushed down earlier. Skill-wise, I am pretty good. I'm a almost 54%er. We're getting there. Tier 10, play a lot. CJ needs to stop. Bad accuracy. What is he talking about? Okay, this dude obviously... nice kills. Okay, you're going to see us a lot in our stream. CJ doesn't put up well with this, and so he's really holding himself back right now. Wow. Interesting. That was a great job right there. Since I had to fight, yeah, this IS-8. Okay, so he's either going to be really good or he's going to be a 40%er, and that decides whether we ignore him or not. If he's really good, then you just take the abuse a little bit and go for it. So 2,000 streamers, they spend all day getting footage for this stuff, and so, we're just doing some live battles, and I kind of want to separate ourselves in the fact that you're getting a thought process as you play. You don't see that very often. And who wants to watch streams? Those are boring as hell, let's be real. Alright. Here we go. Canal. Okay, this is a classic map right here. A lot of people do not understand how to play this map. It used to be everybody rush, that one side where there's the hill off in the middle of nowhere. If you're on the left, if you're on this side of the map, never go left.
Time to roll out.
I'm going to spot mid. I've noticed that my keyboard's been a little slow lately. No, don't. Oh, left. He keeps calling left, and he's a big fan of left on this map. We're of opposite opinions on that. I am not a big fan of going left on this map. It's too easy to get spotted. Yeah, no, I know there's no means to spot. I don't. It's almost like you can hear me. That's weird. I love going right here. Whenever they are going left, though, this is a great spot. Stop, hopefully set up a shot if this Conqueror continues to push forward. Oh, hold on. 3, 2, 1. Don't. I don't know what that hit. That was right. He just rolled 480, which is a minimum roll, by the way. You can't roll any lower than that. Yeah, there. You see him there. Exactly said roll. Okay, this M103 hopefully gets caught off guard if he decides to push forward. No, but he's already dead. Okay, this is actually going okay. There's an IS-7 to my right. You've got to watch out for those TDs. Those mediums are definitely going to come up behind me. And that's what I like about this spot, is that basically, yeah, his mobility is far superior to mine. His armor is not quite as good, though. So he's kind of pinned between a rock and a hard place right here. CJ's got shots on his one side. 721. Angle. Yep, see, he went straight through right there. Ammo rack by the FE. Great. Now, this is something else you can do in this tank that is you can't do in others. This 140 has no shot at penning me here, and he looks this FB1. Oh, that's a TD right there. I saw him pop up. Shot the rock. Wow, what a show for you guys. The rock really felt that one. I'm getting away because I know that 268 is going to be able to pen. And so I'm just going to go switch to a side scraping position here. Try and keep as much visual on these guys as I can. At this point in time, this is not a very high damage game, as you can see here. But, just keep this thing angled up. He even went through when I was side scraping there. The 268 has an insane gun and insane pen right now, as you guys know. He's most likely just going to HE me, which is fine. You could hopefully get close enough to him where you can't do that. Yeah. He should have HE'd me. If he had any idea what he was doing, he would have HE'd me there. STB1 is not going to try and put a shot into me. I'm just going to continue doing this because he probably switched to HE at this point. high explosive, which is what he's supposed to do at that point, but he bounced once, which isn't all I can ask for. I dumped 2 shots in the dirt there. Didn't really bounce anything, so we're going to see if we can get some more gameplay. This kind of demonstrates for a lot of these people out there that these streamers who are dropping these big games, they play a lot of games to drop them. Like, my stats are relatively good. I mean, they're not great, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I play a lot of tier 10, especially in ratings. My battles don't show it, but I'm pretty experienced at tier 10, and I've played a lot of different types of tanks at tier 10. 1,800 damage, not very good. Seeded at 2,000. We'll take a win. We'll take that win any day. But so far, we actually haven't got any scenarios where this thing excels. Because those guys on YouTube were showing you where it excels, where this is this, or where they are just really solid tanks. And the E100 in the current meta doesn't have that. The armor's just not there. It's basically, think of it like a peekaboo tank with a little bit of extra punch to it. Now, you can bully people up close, that's fine, but that lower plate is huge. TDs have no problem going through that, so it's kind of one of those things, you know. Moss, same thing. I mean, I've noticed lately that the more people play the game, the easier time they have hitting weak spots. No. Negative, we're not holding C. Yeah, well, never mind. Yeah, he's not holding C there. And we normally platoon on Discord, but we haven't quite figured out how to get all that together yet. So here we go. We're going to try and side scrape right here. And you can side scrape this thing's angle pretty heavy and get some really trollish bounces. One thing you have to be careful of is when you are side scraping, you point your turret, people will go through. We already had that discussion. But I can't emphasize it enough. Learn to angle that turret. STB1. So if their mediums went that way, I can assume that... Oh, that was just not a good spot for that medium to be. They have a Moss, and they're gonna have, that means they have 3 tank destroyers sitting right back there, and I know they're sitting back there, there's no doubt. You just gotta predict where they're at, and don't push out. Like, it looked really tempting to push up there, I know, just because of, yep, 640. So there's one. So I'm assuming that's the 268. That means the 2 FVs have not shot, and they're probably shooting at the people behind me. And if you don't push up and spot them, we're going to have a hard time getting rid of them. The 62A is in a position to do absolutely nothing. I'm hoping I can angle up a little bit. Maybe get a little closer to this FV's kind of pushing a little. I'm going to try and get up to this next ledge. So go cover to cover in this thing. And it's a rewarding tank to play. You're going to like this, in situations like this, it just dominates. It's very, very good. Okay, T-54 on the right. T-62 on the left. Moss directly in front. And you know those FV but 183s are sitting in the back. Yeah. Oh, I might be able to get a shot in here. Yep, down 640. So now you're seeing the armor here a little bit. This clip's obviously I'm gonna drop adrenaline here because I think that their FVs are on the other side, which is surprising to me. So they're both on that other hill, and FPS dropped. Someone's probably texting me. See, I can't tell where I'm aiming. I don't know what causes these FPS drops. Just side scraping up. I mean, I'm bouncing rounds from the right and left now. See, now you're starting to see the armor's heavy whenever you have a cover to angle up off of. Come on, push out, buddy. Push out, please. No, don't do that. Oh, he blocked a shot there. I really needed that shot to go in. Now the 62 is not going to poke out again. See, look at that. The gun is accurate. It really is. You take your little bit of time to aim. That 268 is going to continue to pound our team from the rear. I'm glad CJ's over there holding it. Sorry for the lag here. Don't know what's causing it. I told everyone to leave me alone and not text me, but you know how that goes. People in college aren't always the most prone to listen. And we got penned by a 268 there. You see the streamer go to the right. I guess he probably went to the cheek, if I had to guess. Pretty good pen numbers on that gun. We have a chat who has done absolutely no spotting at all. And I get it. It's a tough tank to play lights, but don't play lights if you're not very good at it. Just don't do it. Unless you're going to get out there and spot. Because he just sat at the back invisible the whole time, and he did no damage. That Moss still had full health. I mean, that's tough. And of course the ping's back, the FPS is back to normal. Um, yeah, me and CJ are both dead. This is going to be an interesting game here. I don't think we have this one. I just don't think it's going to happen unless this FV lands some big shots. That was huge roll right there. That was definitely Hesh. Surprised that went in, actually. Yeah, because normally Hesh, I mean, I guess he got in the lower plate, so that worked out okay. This grill is doing a great job of hiding. The Machat is coming through. Good job. I mean, I was harassing him earlier, but if he just stays back and saves his hit points and keeps everyone spotted, yep, good job of chat. So you're noticing the same thing. If you keep people spotted, even if you're not doing huge damage, it's a really effective way to play the tank. Okay, that grill just bounced around. That Moss is not aiming so hot. Oh, that was bad. That was a rough bounce. We needed that one to go in. Well, yeah. There's the Moss armor. Absolutely insane. He's dead, by the way. I'm pretty sure that Moss can get a shot in on that. Nope, not anymore. 2 seconds. The Moss is pinned. That's a little bit tough. Good job. Bounce. Yep. This grill isn't running calibrated shells, obviously. Calibrated shells are a necessity on the E100 because they bring your pen up to very good. And bouncing around when you have a 15-second reload is not good. The Bachat could actually finish off that dude if he doesn't get killed. Okay. The FV flanked. So good job to him. RFV is... Oh, the RFV could one-shot him with AP pretty easy. Don't miss. Don't miss. Just take your time. Fire. Take your time. No, you just had to use AP. Your AP roll would have killed him, guaranteed. The average alpha is like 850 or something. I don't know, 900, I think. Yeah, that was not good. Good job, Patton. Good job. I mean, that is exceptionally well done by these guys right here. Kudos to them. He's probably not going to die. There you go. All right. That's another dub.